Hi everyone. So before I begin to tell you more about myself and what I do, I have a quick question. How many of you were told throughout your childhood maybe that after school came college, after that a degree, and maybe a regular job, and that is how life is supposed to be? I was, and if you didn't hear it from your parents, you probably heard it from your family, friends, uncles, aunts, or maybe even your teachers, or you just thought that it's a done thing. Um, while most of my friends' parents were busy planning the entire educational journey for their kids, right from kindergarten up until graduation or post graduation, my mom was quite different. I she is a single mother of a very stubborn 24-year-old, me, and throughout my childhood I pretty much pestered her to allow me to get a degree and then a regular 9 to 5 desk job just the way all my other friends intended to. And she always told me that I was passionate about something else and that it was up to me to find my passion. She was so firm about me not getting a degree in something that I didn't love that she didn't let me study beyond 12th grade. And at that point, my friends and myself disagreed with her, and I thought that it was a very wrong decision. But today, I couldn't be more thankful for her pointing me in the direction of finding my passion. Now I'm going to tell you, so now I'm going to tell you about myself. My name is Aashna Shroff, and I am a fashion, beauty, and lifestyle blogger. I started my blog around 4 years ago, and it's called the Snob Journal. Believe me, I am not a snob. Anyone who knows me well enough will vouch for that, I promise. But as you may have gauged by now, so what I'm here to talk about today is you don't always need a degree. When I say this, I don't mean that getting a degree is going to ruin every chance you have at success. But I also don't mean that not getting a degree will give you zero chances at being successful. Now, whether you want to be a lawyer or a doctor, of course, in that profession, you would require a degree, and that is completely okay. But for someone like me, someone who's always been more inclined towards, I was pretty much always inclined towards fashion. But when we think about people who have made a mark on the world without a degree or have dropped out of college, we think of people like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. And they would be the perfect examples for me today as well, because they dreamt of something, they were so determined to achieve it that they just left everything else and gave all that they had and they made it. So I'm not advocating against education or saying that it's bad or useless in any way. But what I'm trying to say here is that you can study what you love, and that is what is important. For me, I think for people, everyone's born with a passion and it's just about finding that. For me, I had no medical or law ambitions. I didn't know what I wanted to do. All that I knew as a kid was that I loved putting on my mom's makeup, putting her high heels on, and I always imagined myself having my dream job. I didn't know what it was going to be. But whenever I thought of myself in the future, I imagined being very stylish at doing whatever I was doing, whether it was a desk job or something creative. But fashion was very important to me. And despite that, I always thought that I would wake up one random day with an epiphany of sorts and know what my passion was. Even though it was lying right in front of me, basically, I pursued photography, interior design, even early childhood education until one day it finally dawned on me that I loved fashion. And I'm the kind of person who, when I know what I want to do, when I set my mind at something, I will make sure I get it, be it something as small as an unbearable pani puri craving or something as big as making fashion my career. And once I set my mind to it, I did it. Back then in 2014, Instagram was like a new toy for me. I would post pictures of my daily outfits, my makeup, and over time, I built a following of people who really liked the pictures I was posting and they started interacting with me. They started asking for style tips, for advice, and I started having conversations with people who were complete strangers, and that was something I never expected. And that is what made me want to start my blog. It started out with fashion and today has expanded into beauty and travel. And I would have never imagined being where I am today. Once I started my blog, I studied a short course in the UK in fashion business. And although in that 1 year I learned a lot about work and how I should be working every day and living my life, I would say that you don't need to go to the UK or to go anywhere else in the world to learn that. What you need is knowledge. And when I say knowledge, I don't mean a degree that is hanging on your wall that you probably will never actually use and love and all of that. What I mean is knowledge in the right thing. When I learned in school when the Mughals invaded India or when what the capital of Uzbekistan is, I didn't even use it. And I'm embarrassed to say, but today I don't even remember either of those two things. But what I mean is give it up for something that you love. What you need is knowledge in something you enjoy. And it's all about taking that plunge to success. What I'm saying is, when I started, of course, it was a risk. Nobody knew what blogging was back then. Even today, I still have to explain to people what I actually do as a profession. So imagine my fear starting blogging as a career 4 years ago. But it's all about taking that risk. Today, Sachin Tendulkar, who is pretty much worshipped by at least a third of the country, and all of us, I'm sure, love him, he dropped out of college to pursue his love for cricket. And if he hadn't done that, he probably wouldn't be where he is today. And so just take that risk. Once you find what you love, take that risk, take that plunge to success. Because I'm sure once you work hard at it, you will make it. And there is nothing that makes you more happy than doing what you love and loving what you do. It's never too early, sorry. It's never too early, but it's never too late as well. And that's what I'm trying to say. Look at it, look at life as a train, and you have to get down at the station that you want to, not where someone else wants you to. And I'm going to leave you with my little mantra right now. If you could be anything in your life, be passionate. And once you find that passion, be brave. Thank you.